As you know, we visited several houses when we were in Hungary this summer. Of course, we promised to take you along and show you the houses.
We took photos of 2 other houses and might include them in this episode. And we also did a tour of our new house. And you can see that now. Guys, we've arrived at our first house. It's right in a very small, cute village, Sommertszentpál, which has 800 inhabitants. And we're now standing in a dead-end street, which is actually very positive because you don't have any traffic going through your street. And as you might already see behind me, behind Demi, you can see that it's actually super quiet and quite an authentic Hungarian house, right, honey?
Yes, I love it if you ask me. I saw this house a few months ago. I immediately fell in love and now we're looking at it. And yes, I actually really like it.
And I haven't even shown the house yet because it's right here.
I also really like the blue one.
It's cute, isn't it?
Yes. Typical Hungarian, or at least in any case, it suits Hungary.
Driving through Hungary, you often see many houses. They're pink, green, blue, all those crazy colors you would never see in the Netherlands. I'm excited. This house is unique, especially its layout. Let's take a quick tour. Can you show them how it's set up? Yeah, we were there in the middle of summer.
And then here...
Is that a utility room?
Yes, a utility room.
Look, you have to look past the old stuff for a moment.
But just show this ceiling for a moment. It's already amazing. I love it.
A bottle of wine was on the table and we thought after driving all day, we finally deserve a glass. Oh no, you get that if you bought the house.
I wouldn't want these walls in the Netherlands, but here they add a lot of character.
Yeah, so this is basically the kitchen.
Yeah, it's small, but well, you could always maybe expand it with the utility room.
Yeah, maybe take out that wall, or you could have breakfast here and dinner over there, you know?
Yeah, you can make it as crazy as you want. Here's another room.
This is gigantic, and the good thing about this house is that it has central heating and a gas connection. You're connected to the main sewer system of the municipality, so you don't have a septic tank that needs to be emptied every week or every year. I'll take you to the next room. They have 2 toilets. How cool is that? Check this out. Central heating, first toilet. Yeah, look, of course it's not super modern with a wall-mounted toilet like this, but it's still neat, you know? Tiles on the wall, 2 toilets next to each other, so if you both need to go at the same time, then,
You can do that.
Actually, there's a 3rd toilet upstairs.
No more fighting over who gets to pee first. Just go next to each other.
Yeah, but then you have to decide who goes left and who goes right.
Yeah, then those kids will still fight about it. Yeah.
With a shower and a big bathtub. The kids immediately ask, is it a jacuzzi? No, unfortunately not, but I think it's a standard size, so you can just swap it out.
Could be, yeah.
But I think it's pretty cool, with all those tiles like that. And on the wall and...
2 sinks. And then they actually make a double sink, remember that?
Yeah, and not even on a kitchen or a nice table or anything. No, they literally have 2 sinks next to each other and 2 mirrors as well. All the rooms are super big, right?
Yeah, this is very spacious.
I'm really used to something very different in the Netherlands. Look, we don't live badly in the Netherlands either, right? We have about 90 to 100 square meters there, but the layout of a Hungarian house is very different.
It's also designed for possible 2-generation living.
Yes, often that's the case, yes, so you often live with your in-laws or with your own parents whom you still take care of at an older age. Yeah, I think it's cool.
Yeah, those little arches are so cute.
Yeah, those arches are really cute, and here we go again. Right, here we go again. You'll see that on our next tour. The central heating boiler is a real advantage since few houses have gas or central heating. We didn't even see this room at first. Which one's the master bedroom? All the rooms are big, so you can choose. It had a nice skylight and was recently renovated, so you could move right in if it suited your style. And that's what we were going for too.
Another room, extra bathroom, ensuite.
Yeah, it does smell like sewage in here. What is this strange little corner again? You buy a house for around 90 to 100,000 euros. So, there's room for improvement.
Yeah, this one was 114, I think.
114, maybe that's why it goes to the sewer. Since the washing machines are gone, everything is exposed. You know, like here, another space like that. How do you turn on the light? The gentleman did it like this. Hop.
Here. The ceiling also feels quite low.
Yeah, now that you mention it, everything in our new house is really high, right?
This is the cutest thing ever.
I'll take you with me because they call this the kids' room, haha. And that's exactly what it is.
The kids absolutely loved this when they saw it. And I might have gotten even more excited than they did.
The tour guide who's selling the place for a lady suggested adding a window here to get natural light immediately. And behind here there's an attic window, so you could even make it bigger. Take out the wall, make it bigger. Yeah, kids, or this could just be a playroom because you have so much space in the house.
Playroom, that's actually a good idea. I really missed that in the Netherlands.
In the Netherlands, most homes don't have a playroom, so you're always cleaning. If there is a playroom, kids can play all day. Just leave it as a playroom with toys everywhere.
It's always a mess there. The garden with an electric gate.
Not yet.
It was electric, right?
No, honey.
Oh, then we'll just make it electric.
Oh, didn't this one have about 2 hectares of land too?
Yes, and several more houses on the land.
Yes.
That's a different house. A big terrace.
And the previous resident, I think she was a German lady, and she put bars everywhere. Not that it's necessary, but if you don't live here, she thought it was safer. The man showing us this house lives in the village and says nothing ever happens here. You know?
My father in the Netherlands has bars on his house because it was broken into 60 times a year.
Yeah, I don't blame anyone for just doing that in advance, right?
No.
It's about how many square meters, right? 2,100.
Well, look, nice. Growing organic vegetables and fruits.
Carport, I could just close this off and then I'd have my own little workshop. This is only 15 minutes from Lake Balaton, guys. That's insane. And Balaton is just a total tourist hotspot. The place to be.
And then you also have a walnut tree here.
Yes.
And then here behind the fence. Yes, you have corn, but up to those trees back there is land that belongs to the house.
Yes, so you could just cultivate this, or since it's your land, just pave it, build a go-kart track. Yeah, those are the male ideas again. Then you'll be the first in the village with a go-kart track.
Yeah, really, right. Let's plant vegetables and fruit. You can make a path here and put another small house in the back.
Yeah, you have plenty of space here and the kids can play. The crazy thing is, you don't bother anyone since there's so much space for everyone to do as they please. After all, it's your land. In the Netherlands, everything is packed tightly, but here you have so much space and freedom to move around. And what do you think about the color of the house?
Yes, it's beautiful. I actually love this. If I were to live in Hungary, I wouldn't go for a standard white house.
Well, there you have it. And look at what you bought. A standard white house.
Not standard, a white house, but not a standard white house.
That's definitely true.
What do you think about it?
Yeah, baby blue isn't really my thing. You can just make it another color right away. Why didn't we actually go for this house?
Yeah, because I was truly in love.
In the photos, it actually looked quite different than in real life, so we also thought it was more spacious or something.
Yeah, it was more compact, but it was basically finished. Of course, we looked at a lot of houses in different price ranges. You might not need as many renovations if you consider a higher price range. That wasn't always true. You still had to do a lot of renovations. You know, making it to your taste, and this house was pretty much finished.
It may not be your style, but painting a wall or something similar isn't a big deal.
No, that's not really work, of course.
Also, when we drove through the village, you see a house in a photo, but then you imagine it exactly where you'd want it. Looking at the map shows what's in the village, but you only understand how it feels when you actually drive there. And Sommertsenpaal is flatter, so to speak. There are hilly areas there, but at the top of the Balaton. So the house we just bought in Zalameja, Zala municipality, is known for its little hills and things and really hilly areas.
Yes?
That's right.
But actually, so we had told my uncle in Hungary that we wanted to live here, and then he said I would really look in the north of Hungary. So above Lake Balaton, kind of like, if you look at the map, you really look at the top part of Hungary.
Yes, towards Zala.
Towards Zala Westprim, a bit in that direction because it's more cultural there and also a bit touristy. Since everything around Balaton is of course touristy, but the culture is still deeply rooted there. So for example, at the bottom you have Sirfok, for instance, and that's just like Chersonesos. That's where young people gather, which Hungary is known for. At the bottom, there's a bit more partying, a bit more crowds, and a bit more liveliness. At the top, maybe a few more older people come, or a few more people who want to soak up some culture. Maybe I'm saying it wrong, or I'm completely mistaken.
No, that's right. And you know, you go on vacation for 4 weeks and think, oh, nice vacation. And then we decided, well, since we're here anyway, let's make good use of our time and just go look at houses.
We weren't sure we even wanted to live in Hungary.
No, not at all.
It was more just to gather information.
Yes, and just to see how we feel about it, and the whole vacation was centered around that. We viewed some houses, had some disappointments, but that's fine because it brought us to where we are now. It's also a learning process.
Gaining knowledge is crucial.
Yes, important. Look, I'm Hungarian, but now we look at things in a completely different way than that.
I used to go to Hungary because until I was 13, I went to our regular family spots in Hungary every year. But it's not like you're going to buy a house for your own family now and look at a future there. Let's say, yes, we might also want to travel besides this, so that we have Hungary more as a base point, or at least a good foundation for ourselves, and that will probably be here.
Yes.
Shall we show the tour of our house that we have now bought? Or that we are going to buy now? Let's see. So we're going to sign for the house in a few days. Yes, the owner, who is from Germany, is coming to Hungary, so that's why we're already here, of course. That's the focus of this series, so let's check it out.
Let's do that.
It's really insane.
House number 2.
I see you laughing.
I say house number 2, but it was really house number 4. We didn't film the other 2.
That was a complete disaster.
No, it had absolutely no potential.
Once again, I had a tour.
Once again, I had a tour.
Well, let me show you the outside first.
Yeah, this is beautiful, guys. Actually, in the mountains. We arrived here. Honestly, it kind of looked like Switzerland. I'm not lying.
Yeah, Switzerland or Austria.
The house, yeah, it needs work. And that means it's for sale. Yeah, the house needs a lot of work.
A lot of work. Just the outside with all those trees right in front of the gate. By the gate, I think it's really beautiful. There's a garage, but there's no path to the garage, so all of that still needs to be fixed.
Yeah, because there should actually be something here, but there isn't.
They're building a house here that's 300 square meters, so that's something.
Well, yeah.
It's not going to be tall, it's going to be long.
Yeah, it's gonna be long.
This is the main entrance.
Main entrance, yes, here you actually have your hall. Oh, a restroom. And what is this actually supposed to be?
Yeah, that's just a storage room. Yeah, and everything really needs to be done. This is really a...
It's really a fixer-upper.
So, nobody has lived in this house for 20 years.
They bought it and may have stayed a few times, but never moved in.
No, then they used it as a vacation home, and after that, for 20 years, nobody stayed here, nobody used it.
So there is a kind of central heating boiler or central heating system, I should say, but it's heated with wood, so it does provide heat. Burning wood heats water, which is then pumped around. This is traditional heating. And yeah, the kitchen. So there's no kitchen in it. The kitchen has been taken out. And again, those half moons.
But those will be removed too. I would just tear all of this down and make it one big kitchen, like a kitchen living room. That would be much better.
I can hear you thinking, guys behind the screens, what are those two getting themselves into?
Yes.
We don't know either. We're simply following our dream.
We just had a certain feeling about this house, and even when we drove through the neighborhood, we thought, yes, this is really where we can see ourselves living.
But it has so many floors, it's really insane. It's actually 3 floors. Balcony, let me show you right away. The balcony, it's really huge. All the way up to those trees in the back. And because it's 2,100 square meters or 2.1 hectares, you can build up to 500 square meters. In other words, you can just build on 1/3 of it without any problems, and that's insane. So you can always build a gigantic house, right, babe? How do you like your new balcony? Actually, it's a terrace.
I don't like it yet, but that's something we can work on. So we want to expand this terrace, right?
Yes, make it wider. You can place a dining table here and go straight from the kitchen and dining room to eat outside.
Welcome to my crib.
Not yet, babe.
No, down here, basement garage.
Show it. I know you don't like spiders, but we're going to show it anyway. The basement.
Basement and garage.
Look, this is where my place to be will be. My little room. I think this is about 5 or 6 meters, if not bigger. Yeah, so here you have the heating. Here they burn wood. You can see it lying there. And then it's pumped around through those big pipes you see all over the house.
At first, we thought we'd install central heating in the whole house.
Yeah, so bringing in gas and everything into the house, because our house still doesn't have gas.
No, and then my father said, well, I really wouldn't do that because a stove like that, a wood stove, really works like a charm.
Everyone we talk to is enthusiastic. The only issue is adding wood, but you can convert it into a pellet stove or multi-fuel burner. You have so many options with something like that. So before we actually do the whole renovation with the central heating conversion, I think we're just going to try this. And if it doesn't work out, we can always do it later.
Let's try it this winter, and if we don't like it, we can install central heating later.
There's high voltage power, so we can install a lift. Well, honey, you go into the man cave.
What is this?
Oh, with the old-fashioned nail.
I'm not going in. I didn't do it earlier either.
Well, guys, look here. This is so gigantic. It's unbelievable. You could actually build another man cave here. It's about 5 by 5. Plus, yeah, another 4 by 2.
A woman cave.
A woman cave? We could build a wall, so you'd have a man cave and a woman cave.
You go up here.
Then you have the seating area here after the huge little staircase.
The living room.
The living room.
So, where you can also see the awnings from outside, so to speak.
Sorry. Yes, you really have to look past it. That's really necessary with this house.
Super old-fashioned.
Something I would do again as well is... We're going to tear down this wall. Yes, we're going to remove this wall to make the living room bigger and extend it. Oh, here's the bathroom, so you wouldn't.
Well, this is really...
Yes, of course, we're going to do the bathroom too.
Not at all. I think it's beautiful. Let's just keep this, man.
No way.
The advantage of this house is that it was built in the 90s, so it's pretty recent compared to all those old houses we viewed.
But to be honest, you could actually expand this into a really big bathroom.
Yeah, you would, for sure. More like a spa.
I thought, let's make the bathroom bigger and tear down those walls.
The house has 3 floors. We're heading upstairs now.
Yes, terrace.
And then you're talking about the view, guys.
Yes, it really is very beautiful.
This is the panoramic view. This is where the house of about 300 square meters will be built. There will be a roof on it, but it will be about 2 meters high, 2.5, so your view will stay the same.
We've now seen the roof on this house.
Yes.
That was a bit,
Yes, it's a bit higher than expected.
Yes, but still, on one side it's even lower, and on the other side, yeah. Of course, we have that really tall tree on the side of the house, and we really want to prune it lower so your view becomes even wider. Room 1.
Children's room. I immediately noticed a leak there. That's actually because the chimney runs up there, and around the chimney there was a weak spot, that man told me. Because the lead work ages very quickly. There's about a 5% extra cost, so if you buy a house for $100,000, you'll pay 5% more.
5,000 euros.
5,000 euros buyer's costs, approximately.
Why is toilet paper on the bed?
Where? Oh yeah, here. Yeah, no idea. That toilet paper on the bed. You, always with your dirty thoughts. What's that thing doing there? Oh my god.
Hi! Who leaves a roll of toilet paper on their bed?
Maybe you just have a cold, right? So, do you keep toilet paper by your bed?
No, not at all.
So how did you come up with that idea? But there's leakage here too. Do you see it on this side?
Yes?
And there again is the connection to the roof. Yes, and they also painted over the little switch right away, always handy.
Nice little things hung up where you can put photos in. Yeah, you know, all just for show. And this is really massive. Master bedroom.
Yeah, with a walk-in shower, walk-in closet, kind of like a hotel suite where you have everything on one floor. Or what do you call that? En suite?
This wasn't in the photos on the website.
No, that's right. So this is the 3rd floor.
Yes.
Insane. This is the attic, and it's also not insulated. As you can see, you can just see the building blocks. You see them there. And it's also pretty warm up here.
Very warm.
It's not insulated, so everything here needs insulation. And then it will look neat right away because you put in drywall, insulation material, you name it, plastering. And just keep those beams visible, the main beams. And maybe somehow a bigger window too, because otherwise you'll feel a bit claustrophobic.
Yeah, this is actually a really small window for such a big attic. Yeah, that would make me feel claustrophobic. So this would actually become our room and 2 children's rooms.
But guys, just look at how big it is, no joke. No, but seriously, what are you going to do here? You could literally split this in half and add a shower.
Yes! Ensuite, shower.
Everything.
All of it is possible.
Wow.
Hungary offers opportunities.
So let's say we buy this, then 3 owners have to sign it.
Oh, and then 3 owners have to agree to our lower offer. Yes, okay.
But anyway, I'm really freaking excited.
Yeah?
Aren't you?
No, actually, I do see opportunities. I think the surroundings are really beautiful. The house itself, too, but there's really a lot that needs to be done. then it's really too expensive.
Again, we see the potential. Maybe we see more in the house than you do.
Yes, so we're thinking about what exactly we're going to put on our land because we want to start an Airbnb. We're going to build something with a chalet, but we're still open to ideas. We're still exploring our options.
Yes, but since we're here, we're still looking for a chalet and we'll view a few places. There are 1 or 2 companies that sell those here. They do ask top prices, but we'll talk about that in another episode because we're going to view them and check them out.
Yes.
So that's going to be super fun too, a real challenge. I think we should look for a kitchen now that we're here. As you noticed, our house doesn't have one, and that's pretty essential for living here with your family, right?
Obviously, it's necessary.
We have a toilet, but what kind?
That too, yes.
No, we have 2, so we can renovate one while using the other.
Yeah, my goal really is, well, so at least my goal, what I would really like is for us to renovate the lower floor first and then slowly work our way up. Because, yeah, I would really like to at least have a place where you can sit comfortably instead of sitting in rubble all the time. You know, I don't think that would make me very happy.
No, I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, so, but anyway, it's nice that you watched along with us, and it's nice that we were able to show you this. Let's wrap it up here, and we hope to see you again in the next episode.
Where we'll go out and look for a kitchen, look for a chalet, and maybe take another look at our house. There are still so many things we need to do now that we're here, like signing the contract.
Of course, how could you forget that?
Finally, I wonder, how is that possible?
The most important thing.
So yeah, don't forget to subscribe and follow our adventure and let us know in the comments what you think about it. Our daughter wants attention too.
Yes, sweetheart.
Can I have some water?
Of course. Duty calls again, boys.
Yeah, bye.